Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. If it's your first time here, you like the content, hit subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed to our Options Trading Live channel, link is below in the description. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our Options Trading group on Facebook. So today I was pretty busy. Didn't have a whole lot of time to trade, so I'm kind of doing a combo going over my trades because it also is my watch list for tomorrow. Let you know what I did and look to see where I'm going. If you made money today, comment below got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. Of course, the S&Ps are up 6, Dow's up 57, and NASDAQ is up 26. Green again. Who would have thought? But being sarcastic here. But anyways, kind of go over everything. First things first, my trades. Because I'm doing this video so late, it doesn't show my realized gains right now, but I will go through my trades. First is Disney. Disney, I currently have the 155 call, down 140 on it, but it was a two-part trade. I sold that trade this morning, and let me go over my trades today. So this morning, I had a put credit spread. I had the 143 put, and I sold the 143 put, and I bought the 145 put. I got 55 cent debit. I originally got a credit of $1.05 for it. So $1.05, as you can see here, $1.05. I bought it back for 55 cents, and I had two of them, so I made $100. So, and then I actually bought the 155 call for $1.65, and that is down. So out of this, I made 100. I'm down 40. So on the overall earnings trade right now, I'm down 40 right now. I'm still in the 155 call, and I averaged it down. So my original cost was $1.65. I then bought another one today for 28 cents. I think that it will hit 150 in the next week or so, and then I'm going to cut it loose. Is the goal. Hit 150, cut it loose. I now have two. One I bought for $1.65. The second one I bought for 28 cents. So goal is for it to hit 150. I was really surprised on how Disney moved today. I thought for sure it was going to hit 150, and then I closed my put spread right at open, right a minute into open, and it just dropped like a rock and just went even lower. So then on this climb up, I averaged down my 155 call. So thankfully, I sold premium for this week, collected the credit, and then I bought premium for 2 weeks out. So that way I have enough time for this thing to work itself out, whatever it's doing. It did close above 140, so I was happy about that. Almost 142, almost hit 142, but some pretty crazy movement on it. Right now, I am just going to chill and relax and see what it does. Qualcomm had earnings as well tonight, and they were kind of all over the place. Qualcomm closed at 90.91, and essentially what happened, it bumped up to 95, came down. It was climbing heavily, and I don't exactly know the details of the conference call, but when the conference call was happening, it dropped from 92 all the way down to 86, just dropped like a rock. And now it's 889. So we'll see if this kind of comes back up. We'll see what happens. I did sell some premium in Qualcomm, and let me show you what I got for that. So Qualcomm, I got a $1.05 credit. So this was a small position, $1.05 credit. I sold the 92 put and I bought the 90 put. So I was long this position. So thankfully, I didn't do this week. I did next week. I've been giving myself in this market, I've been giving myself a lot of time if you haven't noticed. So I've been pushing my trades out. So Qualcomm, my trade looks like this for next week. So currently in the money a little bit. So I sold the 92 put, bought the 90 put for a $1.05 credit. So we'll see what happens with that. It was down a little bit at close, but we'll see. I think that if I have enough time for it to bounce back. So that's my plan on Qualcomm. I did like on Qualcomm the 1 year chart, where it bounced off 85, was coming up. I thought it was going to make a push for like 95, 96, maybe even 100, but that was not the case. So sometimes you're wrong, and that's okay. That's why you got to protect yourself. Like with Disney, with Qualcomm, give yourself time, work it out. And Disney, the trade's not so bad because since Thursday, I made about $400 in Disney. So even if I go max loss on Disney here, I'm still green on the week for Disney. So not a big deal. I mean, not that you want to lose money, but I think I traded Disney as safe as possible for earnings trade. Twitter, I also put a earnings trade on right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen because earnings is tomorrow morning. I think it's going to do poor. And I shorted the 32 call, bought the 34 call, only did one contract though, so very small position. And I got a 98-cent credit for that. So on Twitter, what I'm looking at, kind of follow Facebook and Snap's lead. Facebook drop for earnings, Snap drop for earnings, and Facebook overall hasn't been. Twitter overall hasn't been doing well as a company. They last earnings they went from 40 all the way down to like 30. It was terrible. They bounced back, but I think that we're going to revisit these 30 lows here, maybe even 26, 28. So we'll see what happens on Twitter, but that's why I sold some premium on there. Again, I sold it not for this week, next week in case that I'm wrong. Gives me some time to work things out and maybe play some defense. So, I don't want to just be putting on random trades and having being locked into only 2 days away from expiration. So I'm giving myself some time to work my way through it. Maybe I'll buy back the call if it goes up and buy another call. We'll see what happens. We'll work through it. I'll keep you guys posted on how I trade this. I was really trying to get in on Peloton. I tried for a solid 20-25 minutes. I put in a bunch of orders. I was looking to go short on it because I thought that this was a little bit overdone here, and it did drop. I was selling some premium, but because of the bid and the ask was so wide, it just never filled. I don't know how to say it. It just never filled. They were trying to really, the calls, the pricing on the calls was so low. I think they were obviously pricing in this drop, but the risk to the reward ratio could never get it right. And I put some orders in, let them sit, and it just never worked out. So I sat out. Did go the direction that I wanted to go, but I wasn't willing to put more risk on just to be right on the trade. So Peloton, maybe we'll see what happens, but the spreads just would not fill on Tastyworks, and they probably wouldn't fill on any platform just because the bid and the ask was too wide on most of the strikes. Also for tomorrow, I'm looking at Boeing. I have been talking about this because I said yesterday, it's been flat. It's been pretty much flat. I just didn't know when it was going to pop. It popped up to almost 330. My goal was for it to get back above 330 and then push back up to like the 350 area. So I just didn't know when the pop was going to be, and also was descending. So now that it broke the trend there, I'm going to be looking for going long on Boeing again. So that's what I'll be looking at tomorrow. And then also Uber earnings are tomorrow as well. We'll be trading some Uber possibly. Right now, IV is pretty high for this week's one, 131%. Next week is 82% implied volatility. So I'm going to be looking to sell some spreads in there. Right now, it could go either way. They're pricing in a little bit less than a 10% move. So $3.20 for this week, $3.90 for next week. I might be looking a little bit more neutral. I mean, right now it's middle of the range. The high is 47, the low is 25, it's 36. So right now it's really middle of the range. So we'll see what happens on Uber, if I can get a good price and if I can play it safely. I will keep you guys posted on my trades in the Discord as well. And then another trade that I'm on right now, so I'm on NASDAQ futures. If you guys haven't noticed, I have been trading since we've had such movement overnight. I have been getting involved in the S&P futures and NASDAQ futures. I currently have a position on right now. It's up 31%. NASDAQ's up 33%. And the reason why I put that position on was today, NASDAQ was the weakest of the bunch. And NASDAQ dropped hard. Let me pull up this. NASDAQ dropped hard and then was starting to recover, so I added some right in here on the bounce back, and then it pretty much just stayed the same, and now it's recovering after hours. So we'll see what happens. So I'm up a little bit on that position. With the futures, my position, what I've been doing is just kind of playing it really slow. Not looking to day trade futures. Obviously you can, but right now I'm just looking for slow and low and just picking the right direction in which the futures are going to go. So I've been having a higher success rate on S&P futures and NASDAQ futures than I have like SPY and SPX. And I think the reason for that is because I can take my profits out before market open or at night. Like I could literally take my profits out right now if I wanted to. If I wanted to take that $50 out right now, I could. And then it also allows you to, trading futures, it also allows you to take advantage of things that happen after hours. So if something news related happened after hours, I would be able to take advantage of that, put a position on now for tomorrow. So it's been fun trading futures, options on futures, I should say. So anyways, let me know how you guys did. If you made it to the end, comment below, watch to the end, give this video a like. I'd appreciate it. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.